Hi everyone, delonewolf here and welcome back for some more Path of Exile. In this video I want to show you guys my next Necromancer. Yep, it's another Necromancer. I really love the minion playstyle personally. This one is a little bit different though. It's a popcorn Necro based around minion instability. I didn't come up with the name, basically took it from someone else that was doing minion instability with the flaming skulls. But mine is based around these guys. The skeletons that then burn their life, and then when they reach around 30%, boom, they explode like that for a lot more fire damage. So first we're gonna try to do the Eternal Labyrinth. I am level 80, doing like, I don't know, maybe a dozen maps, low level maps or something like that. And let's see if we can basically handle that. I've got decent movement speed. Again, thanks to the Animate Guardian, he's giving us 33% more damage and 10% more movement speed from like 4 chaos worth of items. I think that's pretty good overall, and yeah, it fits well with my minions, who compared to my last Necromancer actually have a lot more life, because of course the minion instability scales with both minion life and minion damage. And of course, yeah, I think it's pretty cool. So whenever I see some enemies, what I do is I drop a couple of skeletons. You can see that around them they immediately start burning, and then at the end of their life cycle they explode for a lot more damage. Here's an estate crossing. Let's see if we can find the Aspirant's Trial quickly. That's the right direction. I'm not super tanky just yet. I did take bone armor for my third labyrinth, just because of the extra HP it gives you, and it's basically an anti-bleed mechanic, so that does help a lot. And what I'm using for instead of like a totem that summons the little flaming skulls is I use an Armageddon brand that curses the enemy and makes them more vulnerable to fire damage. So overall, that's how I'm going. Here's a Basilica in Annex. I'm guessing for the final lab that I actually have to try and take that key. So let's see, that's the locked door. I kind of still remember this layout, so I just have to go around. There's going to be a couple of traps. And let's see, yep, there they are, for instance. Let's go through that. Also very handy here with the Necro with bone armor. Whenever you... okay, made it just in time. But against those traps, you can use bone armor to get rid of all of the bleeding dots. And it basically makes for a smooth progression. And what I really love about this build is that, let's say there's a blue pack here. Just drop 3 skeletons. If they're not specifically fire immune, that's just going to burn that pack down. Very, very satisfying. I think I've got a lot more damage potential than a pure physical skeleton build. But it takes a bit more doing, because like a fast moving boss, for instance, can avoid the explosions, get a little bit lucky. And that means that potentially sometimes fights can take longer because of that. So here we go, let's go for that lever. We get another bone armor. That's good to go. Oh, that's still locked. Alright, look at that. My skeletons are here on the outside and they're burning these blue guys down. And I apparently need to get to this lever as well. I'm gonna do this the messy way. Still locked. What the hell? Now I'm hearing the door open, and I'm wasting a lot of this time, but alright. Another, let's, oh, and I'm also using Flame Dash now, because if you get these charges, basically gets you out of trouble pretty quickly as well, and it helps you to avoid potential, so we get one down here, and we get a way up here. Let's start, well, up there then maybe. Let's see if that's locked. Yeah, that's locked behind the door. So that's what I had to do. And does this bring me to the Aspirant's Trial? Yes, it does. Okay. A drawback of the Aspirant's Trial, I use of course Val summon skeletons against bosses. You can't use that against him. So he does know about that mechanic, and he basically depletes that soul. So we're gonna drop a couple of Armageddon brands, and we're gonna summon a first batch, and then we just start moving. And you can see when they move, it's a little bit annoying, but there were the first explosions. Just keep the movement up. Put some extra Armageddon brands up. Skeletons are good to go. And there we go. Felt pretty safe. Felt fast. And yeah, being able to scale up damage with minion life also means that my meat shield zombies are a lot stronger. And then of course, because I don't want to scale physical life, I can afford to take specters that are handy, and so I'm taking these guys that basically give like a bubble immunity to damage that comes from outside the bubble. Pretty damn handy. Do I have to go through that? That's a good question. I guess we can give it a try. Not really seeing exactly what we're doing or where I'm going, but we worked our way through. Let's burn these guys down. This stuff down. That's so good, especially when it's a nice big pack. Just drop 3 skeletons, everything starts to burn, and you make your way through there. Mansion Atrium. Let's see where that's located. So we could get lucky and keep advancing, or we could go to the sides. Let's see here. I think if you do a lot more laboratories, that you learn them by heart. And yeah, doing like more maps and things, and watching some more streams on Path of Exile, I'm guessing that you can farm Uber Lab by farming the items in maps that you need to open one up, and that then you can get all those enchants for your gloves and your boots and head, I think it is, helmet. Yeah, a lot that I still have to learn about Path of Exile, but I must say on this league I feel like I've progressed quite a bit again. Learning more about the game. Look at us burning all of these guys down, and on top of that they then just tend to like run towards other enemies. That yellow, that rare mob there didn't last long. Then they can explode, and sometimes they just take a lot with them as well as they explode. Super satisfying for me personally. And you know, need a bit more protection. Pop up bone armor, and oh, 2 golems as well, right? Carrion golem to give him that little bit of extra physical damage. I thought it gave him extra life, but it doesn't. And then flame armor is just straight up more damage. So I can probably use a defensive golem that like I think it's chaos golem that reduces physical damage taken. But for now I'm running with the Carrion Golem. He's got good AoE as well. Is there anything else that's coming up? Yep, over there. Okay. He lands. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can actually do 4. Get some more skeletons there. We'll use a bone armor on this one. Keep moving. That's pretty important. Reset the brands. Reset the skeletons. We're at 9 count. Yep, did not pay quite enough attention there. Some more explosions. Is he still going? Okay. Not taking enough damage by now. There we go. Problem solved. Really good damage in my opinion, and takes a little bit of skill, right? Because you need to try to reset your brands at the right time, to try to keep an eye on the count of your skeletons, and then when they after they explode, you want to refresh them as quickly as possible after that. And with these specters, I basically also need to keep an eye on the bubbles that they set up, so that I take advantage of that as well. Like now, for instance, okay, I'm immune to projectiles like what those guys do. They're not there, so I gotta be a little bit more careful. Yeah, you gotta learn more, pay more attention as well. So a lot easier than just having a massive army, which I then did not buff with a lot of extra life. I gave that to my personal defenses for those. Okay, we'll take stand. Oh, it's another index. So do we have like another key here? Doesn't explicitly say it. It's an other locked door. I think it's gonna be another one of those just get through it, do a circle and get something out of it. So we'll see what it gets us. That's fiery, don't really like that. Let's see if I can get over here. Yeah, now I have less life, and I need to invest a little bit more, basically currency, I think, into my defenses to make it work. But I think that the potential damage from minions, this is so good, look at that, is absolutely huge. Let's do, and then with the Armageddon brand, of course, they take even more damage, and then they'll explode. Yellow one, rare mob with a decent amount of HP just got deleted. And this does not look like a straight roundabout, or am I wrong on that? It actually looks like a pretty big passage. So let's try to see. Just summon them from behind the locked door. Run up to the rare mob, explode, and yeah. Gone. Love it. The popcorn necro. Really, really cool concept. Also inspired by a video from Mattel, who did a build like this as well, but with like a super fast degen with the shield and things like that. So I went a little bit more focused on. I think I'm gonna want to go through that, or nope, I don't. All right. Or maybe. No. Okay, so there's definitely a lot of different ways that you can try to build this character. Let's do a tree to unfreeze if we were frozen. There we go. Superior, well, infernal blow. It's not like I'm gonna use that. I don't think it's gonna be too popular. And then I need to figure that puzzle out. We get a lever there. Silver door. And then, okay, no, still not sure. Loop back up there. Burn that down. Get a lever. So I can't just go straight through this. That's still locked. I probably need to go another way, but I think the silver door is basically just like an extra potential reward for the labyrinth. We'll have to figure that out later. Let's see if I can find another passage. Whoa, bit of damage. And an iron hat that drops. Let's see what we get here. Bone armor to try and avoid a lot of that. Lever. Yeah, again, nothing special. What the hell? Is there like another full direction that I'm missing? There is, this way. Let's see if we can make our way to the trial. The final trial, which also once one-shot me on video. So I do have to be a little careful. We're definitely going to have to try to use the bubbles. That's just a door that opens up. Oh man, lots of traps again. Yeah, there they come. And the lever. That's potentially where we need to go. Let's use that bone armor. Try to pop past this stuff. Yeah, that opened this one up. At least that's good. Another lever. My army's back there. What's also good is, of course, you get basically an endless supply of skeletons, because you can just resummon them. So that's opened up. Let's see if we can get past. That's another locked door. Ooh, I see a lever here. Yep. Slowing down spikes. And this is the sanatorium halls. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, this could potentially be in the right direction. So let's see if we can find another exit or entrance. Am I gonna take this one? Why not? Summon your minions ahead of time. You do take some AoE damage, but they just explode, and there comes a Chaos Orb. We'll do that. And again, love that. Just put them down, and burn everything around them. Great, we get a doorway. A passage. How does that one work? Probably. Just keeps going further away, so this could be the right way. We'll try to go straight up first. Six sockets, seeing more doorway stuff up there. And not immediately a way to get to it. Let's see if all this trap stuff leads to anything. No. Here. Ah, that's just blue. Gonna leave that. God damn it. Even more time spent when I should have gone straight through all of this. Let's see if we can get lucky. Oof, don't want to take a big hit from those hammers. Here should be safe. That pattern is recognizable. Get past it. Elemental weakness, or its flammability actually, the curse. And we make our way up here. This is still challenging, despite the fact that I am at level 80. Try to make sure that I could handle this quite comfortably, and that should be it. Another big pack to burn down up there, so we're gonna do 2 skeletons, everything is gone. Love that. Aspirant's Trial, okay. Final run on the boss. So here are the traps. How can I move? 1, 2, 3. Okay, gonna try to summon my skeletons next. Stay away from trouble. Gonna refresh them already. Use bone armor. Gonna put up some of these guys. Okay, does target me quite aggressively on this one. Whoops, gotta get out of that. I haven't even used too many flame dashes just yet, so I should probably try to use those and time those a bit better. Okay, I mean bubbles. Oh, look at that. Those bubbles definitely just saved me from that AoE. And there we go, done. Who's still up? 3 specters, both golems, my animate guardian and my 9 zombies. So they can survive this pretty damn easily. I think that's too interesting. Gloves, boots or helmets. This has something. I'm gonna use that on the helmet actually. Minion 14% increased minion life. I bought this one for like 2 chaos I think. Stormbrand deals 40% increased damage. Okay, well, that's gonna help. And then for my ascendancy, so this just gives me the chance also to show you guys how I went. So minion stuff, life, hero sockets, double golem, minions, minion instability, and then of course where we have lots of minion life and damage without, and that's something that I'll look into later. Some big nodes give a lot of minion, so just cost speed, attack speed, we don't take that, it's pure damage, pure life, just to have a big explosion and lots of fire damage. But we also try to avoid resistance at this point so that they at least burn and explode in a decently fast way. And then down here, of course, we get a lot of life as well. And then for my ascendancies, you know, pretty classical, I think. Just straight up minions. Then for the bone armor, then +2 level gems just makes them stronger. And then we could go here for Plaguebringer, but the way I'm playing with Stormbrand, I think that Commander of Darkness makes more sense. 30% extra damage, 20% for my elemental resistances, gives me more budget for defense. So we're gonna apply that, and there we go. That is my Uber Lab done on my Popcorn Necro. I'll also do a quick map here, nothing too crazy. But I think it could be cool to try and show that as well. So here are my maps. I actually went up to tier 14 with my previous switch, and yeah, it took too long. I took too much damage. There's definitely improvements to make, but you can see I've got some tier 12s and stuff. Probably if I grind this one to level 90, that's when I try to do that. So let's go like that. Maybe for this one, maybe try an 8. Is there a cool 8? That reef map? I think reef maps are okay. And at this point, we're just gonna blue this one. Like that. And then over here, because I definitely have this one already. Then for the currency, let's put the chaos orb away. Did spend some chaos and still only have 1 exalt from all of the drops. We'll sell that. And let's get in that map, which has monster damage and endurance charge on hit. Okay, reflect physical damage is a problem, and of course stuff that resists fire damage is a problem as well. Who is not here? My zombies are not present because of the enchant, so I'm quickly gonna resummon them on the first few packs. Go like that. Whoa, okay, took some AoE there. This is just a habit that I have, right? When I start the game, my zombies are usually on my middle mouse button, so I put them back there, and then I put bone armor back, and we are good. Army is back. Let's start this map run. Over here we definitely see something. Look at that big pack. I dropped 2 sets of skeletons, and everything gets deleted. I really do feel like it's good damage. They don't chase super far like they used to in my other builds, but you can then also spread the curse around a little bit, and all of that is done. Let's see here what Zana has to offer. Tier 8 plus 26, tier 9 unidentified corrupt, pretty challenging. We could try it. Let's do that. Tier 9 unidentified corrupt waste pool. Ooh, I think that's lots of poison damage. My worst by far weakness, but let's get in there. Let's see what we encounter. If I have to, I'll run away. That's obviously a ghoul. And look at that. These guys explode with those AoE spikes. I just go down below a bubble, and then we're good to go. So what is all of this? Is this a timed one? No, not that I can tell. Stay in the bubbles again. Gonna launch my Armageddon brands. You guys just burn down and clear the room. Oh, lodestones. Find 20 of them. Okay, so that's what I gotta do. Let's see if we can do this pretty quickly. So there's a blue pack. That takes a bit more than just add the curse, and then they'll just start deleting stuff. Bone armoring up again. Like that. And up here we get one. Up here we get one. Okay. Superior giant life flask. Also something that I still need to upgrade by quite a bit. My life flasks. That's good. I think we'll start. Let's use our fire against those rats. Another blue pack. And keep in mind, this is tier 9. These are level 76. And I'm level 80. So honestly, not over leveling this stuff by too much. And it's getting deleted from the game pretty effectively. Especially now. A couple should explode amongst these blue guys as well. And that's just deadly for them. That's the boss. Alright. Usually he has like flying phases, I think. Let's see if I can again try and make this happen. Which means that as soon I have them up, as soon as he lands, ooh, that's quite a bit of AoE damage. Gotta use my flasks. Now they should start to explode. Yeah, look at that. Gone. Oh, misclicked here. That's what you do against bosses. Use Vaal Summon Skeletons. All those guys burn and explode as well. Same thing with the Metamorph. It helps a ton. So that was pretty good. Oh, can I also see what it has? Rarity of items, quantity, area is no, unidentified. So we don't really know what it does. It's a bit of a risk, but I guess that it also shows well, the strength of my build. Obviously ranged, so I can stay out of trouble. I get my my bulwark at the back if I need it, right? Just try and stay under those bubbles that I think have longer duration is what I gave him. If you get a way to get that cooldown lowered, I would love to know. And alright, make sure that we can get out of dodge with an anti-freeze flask. That's okay. How many? Oh, mission complete. That's good. Then I guess we find a good spot to try the metamorph. But look, look at how I can sometimes really delete these guys. And so if you can, just prepare everything. Get out. And you hear the explosions as the loot just drops while you're away from everything. It is a lot faster than my previous Necromancer build, and it's the minions that I want to survive a lot better. Now on these I have been going for rare loot, and then if there's no loot, just easy stuff. Brandis coins or pure stuff. Let's go pure stuff. Drop 2 here, drop your skeletons, use your E, get out of dodge, set the brands back, resummon your minions, your exploding skeletons, keep those guys refreshed, and you can just stay away from everything as it's burned down. And they take some damage, but they can actually manage that, which is amazing. On my previous switch, my minions would have suffered a lot more damage. So there it goes. Let's take these maps and then let's go back. Well, interesting map. Definitely, I think, to show all of this off as well. Let's do this back. Okay, nothing special here. Then we get one of these hands, which I don't know exactly because I wasn't playing when this part happened. Oh man, we get a blight here as well. We got so much stuff to do. It's cool. Let's try the hand first of all. Gonna take a look at what's around so that we can try to keep going. On this one, yeah, a little bit more tricky with the timing again. Definitely want to keep the skeletons and the brands up as well as possible. Use armor, and then if you feel overwhelmed, just, you know, summon another 36 at this point. Extra skeletons. And just keep going. That clears out quite a bit. I think I gotta try to grab these clasp hands, and this does happen from time to time. That's when I need to run back to my specters and hope that they have something up. Get some breach rings. Get some splinters. Get another... was it just too late or just on time? I'm not sure. And then we get a yellow map that drops. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. I feel like this is pretty good time-wise as well. Take that. Is my... yeah, my... purity of elements is up, which at this point I don't think I need it. No, look at my defenses, so I could definitely switch that to like life and mana a little bit more at this point, which is great. Let's quickly do this one as well. This is something that's worse than the pure physical damage minion build. I feel like I'm basically forced to use ice to slow down whatever comes. And I can do one more here. But because they don't last as long, I have a lot less choice than to keep going back and forth. Drop some skeletons, drop some brands, and hope that it's enough, basically. Which is, you know, they burn up, they explode, this stuff keeps going. So you can now see what it starts to look like. Quite a lot. And it's slowly... Either I'm lucky, take some damage here as well, which is annoying. Either I'm lucky, or I can... let's do that one, I guess. Or I'm forced back. That part's still doing okay. Alright, so we made it, I think mostly because there was like no boss, nothing too hard, 2 clear oils, I'll take that, thank you very much. The Orb of Alteration, worth a little side trip. Orb of Fusing, I'll take it. Okay, nice, good currency. More. Oh, that's really nice. That's a lot of oil. Surprised at how well we did then, basically. And that's something that's... is that like Shaper infuse or something like that? I think it is. Potentially it could be good. Yeah, trading. All I've done is buy some items. At this point still I've not gotten into selling stuff. I probably already found and lost lots of stuff that has high value actually, but yeah, definitely again having a lot of fun with the game. And there's an arena. Ooh, Brine King. Okay, it's gonna be an interesting ending challenge, one of the bosses that I always struggle the most with, so let's see if we can get this to work. Phases, that's a bit annoying, of course. It forces me into phases. It's got quite a bit of AoE, as we can see. Oops, damn. So at first I think, yeah, actually we want these phases to be done as quickly as possible. Then we'll use bone armor to try and mitigate some of that damage. Put the brands back. Now when we think it's gonna end, we put the skeletons back. Burn, burn, burn. Actually take a big AoE. I'm gonna reset them already. Here come the ads. Next phase, bone armor is up. Oof, that's a lot of damage. Try to... Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. Okay, skeletons back. Brand is back. Not the last phase yet, I don't think. So I'm gonna get under that bubble. More bubbles coming. That's great. Keep him up, keep him up. Bone armor. For the final one, it's always the most damage. Lucky bubbles. Use my E. Now he should burn down pretty quickly. There we go. Managed to do that. Brine King as well. I'm always on the edge of my seat for this fight, to be honest. And we did pretty good in XP as well. Over the course of this, what is it, half hour that I've been playing here. But yeah, there we go, guys. My second character that I got into maps. Another necromancer. Yes, I know. But this one pops popcorn. So I think it is really great. It's these guys right here. The burning skeletons. Absolutely love this. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you all next time.